So we came to this point where this is like the last of the hoods, you know what I'm saying? And this is what they're doing to. Look at that. This is called Brook Hill Village. It's like right off of South Tryon Road. So they still have houses up here, but they're about to tear that down. This area that's, you know what I'm saying, that I'm standing on right here, this used to be houses. Look all the way up there. Let me zoom in on it. Look at that. So they're slowly but surely building, they're pushing back. So they're slowly but surely building townhomes, you know what I'm saying, and luxury apartments and all of that. You know, they're pushing back, you know what I'm saying? So all of these right here that you see, they're gonna be gone in a couple months. Look right here. They're tearing those down. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something. I ain't gonna like kind of zoom in really on them. You know, but see right here, you still got the crackheads. And that's my word. They smoking crack as I'm speaking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna like, you know what I'm saying, like put them on blast like that, but yeah, man, this is it. This is it. This is a prime location too, because look, not too far from Uptown. Not too far from Uptown, walking distance from South End. You know what I'm saying? South Boulevard is right. Let me show you. So right here is the intersection. I don't know if y'all can see it. The intersection right here, we are on Remont and South Tryon. You know what I'm saying? So this whole area is like prime location. And they definitely want this, hold on. They definitely been wanting this park right here too. That's right across the street. Great area. Don't get it twisted, but I mean, this is it. This is it. They're gonna tear all of this down and build apartment buildings, luxury apartment buildings, townhomes, houses, where if you don't have the money, there's no way in the world you're gonna be able to live in this area in a couple of months. For real. That's my word. So, as you can see, Charlotte is tearing down, you know, the hood. Black neighborhoods, you know, the projects, etc. You know, this is going on basically like around the Uptown area. You know what I'm saying? Not so much in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying, where I'm at, you know, like areas like Still Creek. But like the outer part of Uptown, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, it's easy for you to, the outer circle of Uptown, where it's easy for you to, you know, get into Uptown. You know, so this is not just one area. They're doing it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? In East Charlotte, North Charlotte, West Charlotte, etc. You know, they're tearing down, you know, the hood, the black community. And the crazy thing about it is you can't really say it's the black community. You know, you can't really say it's our neighborhood or whatever, because if it was ours, they wouldn't have the right to tear it down. So it wasn't ours in the first place. Let's just get that, you know, known. You know what I'm saying? But for the sake of this conversation, you know, that we're having, we'll just say our neighborhood, our hoods, projects, etc. Right? So they're tearing it down, and then they're in replacement of the hood, you know, the projects or whatever, they're building, you know, these so-called luxury townhomes, luxury apartment homes, you know what I'm saying, housing developments, you know, and the blacks that used to live in that area can't come back because they've been outpriced. Outpriced meaning that they can't afford the rent or own, you know what I'm saying, those townhomes, houses, or luxury apartments that they're building in so-called black area. You You know what I'm saying? And they're doing this, you know what I'm saying, like instant, back to back. They're getting, all of these black areas out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Freedom Drive, you can forget it. Wilkinson Boulevard, you can forget it. Betty's Ford, you can forget it. East Charlotte, you can forget it. You can forget it. That sooner than later, West Boulevard, sooner than later, these streets and areas in Charlotte won't be too many of us that live on those streets and areas. That plain and simple. Now, you may sit back and say, well, what is the city doing? Are they building affordable housing and this and that and so forth? Well, they keep on talking about it. You know what I'm saying? They have the budget to do it. There's several millions of dollars that's sitting on the table that the city council, has control of. And then you also have these people that are homeless that have vouchers where they can pay the rent with that voucher. But a lot of these apartment complexes are not accepting people with vouchers. Just that plain and simple. So what do we do as a black race? Do we throw in the towel and say, you know what, hey, I give up. I'm just gonna be homeless. I'm just gonna be, the permanent working class, and I'm gonna be a nobody and blah, 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 blah. Or do we say, hey, they're indirectly and directly telling us that they don't want us here. And it's time for us to build our own communities. Let's take it back to the country. You see, not too many black people want to do that. You want to know why? Because not too many black people want to get their hands dirty. All they want to do is complain about how the white man took our land, and not even our land because you didn't own it. White man took our block. White man took this. The white man did that. And gentrification this and gentrification. I know because I used to say the same damn thing. The same damn thing. But we constantly want to just rent. We constantly want to be integrated and be a part of a system that we call as broken. If it's broken and we know it's broken, or it's rigged in their favor, why do we still participate in it? Is the question. Why don't we look at this whole gentrification thing and them tearing down the hoods and all the rest of that stuff as a positive thing? And looking at it as a positive thing is stating that we need to get our shit together. Because there's land in North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, Florida, that's out in the country that's cheap. It ain't expensive. Why can't we build for real, our Wakanda for real, instead of going to the movie theater to look at what possibly could be? Why not? Black people, straight up. I know, listen, this is my word. And I blocked her. It was a female, right? I did a video a couple months ago about Charlotte, and I was talking about how prices are rising. You know what I'm saying? Rent is rising, this and that and so forth. And it was a female that said, oh, you just complaining because, you've been outpriced, and sooner than later, you're going to have to move out of Charlotte. You're right. I'm not upset at what she said because she's right. I'm being outpriced. No lie. Like next year, I'm pretty sure my rent right now is like damn near $1,800 a month. And that's pretty decent for a 3-bedroom, 2-story house. Front and backyard with a garage. That's pretty decent. But straight up, I can't afford for them to go up to $2,100, $2,000, $2,100, $2,200. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying that to live in Charlotte. You dig what I'm saying? Where I'm coming from? I'm not saying that I'm not able to pay it. I'm just not gonna pay that amount to live in Charlotte. Point blank, period. People keep on complaining about how Florida this and Florida that and that and this and that, so forth. Let me tell you something. This is real talk, and I'm not saying I'm gonna move to Florida. I'm just saying this is a conversation we having. Charlotte is damn near neck to neck with Tampa. Straight up, with Tampa prices, and Tampa prices are damn near close to South Florida prices. So if I'm gonna pay $2,200, $2,300 a month, I'm going to live somewhere that I really want to be, where there's sunshine damn near throughout the year, beaches galore. I'm not living in Charlotte paying that amount. We ain't hardly in it. No disrespect to the city, because I got love for the city, but it's not that much entertainment here. It's crazy how they're building, straight up, this is real talk. They're raising the rent. They're building new condos, luxury apartment homes. I say that because, and I'm being sarcastic, because they're nothing but small ass cubby holes. And they charging every bidder like $2,200 a month for a cubby hole, a 1-bedroom at that. They building condos, houses, and all that, housing developments and all of that stuff, communities. And there are amenities, but they're not enough. Y'all keep on talking. Every time I talk about Carowinds, everybody's in defense of it. Well, you talking about Carowinds. Carowinds is whack. And y'all know it. Stop it. And I put it to you like this. Fair game. For real. I put it to you like this. Maybe you haven't been to like Great Adventures, King's Dominion, Busch Gardens. I have. And I tell you, Carowinds is whack. Whitewater Park is too goddamn much. Too much. And if you're not into rafting and all that stuff as far as dealing with Whitewater Park, you don't want to be a part of that. The amenities that Charlotte has to offer, you got to travel hours away. You like to the mountains, or to Atlanta, or to Myrtle Beach. That's not in Charlotte. But she was right about that. But she was being an asshole about it. Like, oh, you poor. Well, let me tell you something, and I know I block you so you won't be able to hear this, miss. But at the end of the day, when is enough enough? Like, it gets to the point where, okay, I'm outpriced. Then they're going to keep on raising the rent. They're never going to go down on the rent. So sooner than later, by the time my children, my 2-year-old becomes an adult, rent will be $5,000 a month in Charlotte, and y'all know it. So why do we keep on putting up with this type of shit? And I'm not even talking about, it's not exclusive to the African American community. I'm talking about whites, Latinos. Why do we keep on putting up with this type of shit? Why don't we just move into the country and build our own community where we police ourselves? And this is I'm not an anarchist. We're not talking about anarchy. I'm not talking about overthrowing the government and none of that. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have the uptown Charlotte. Y'all can have downtown Atlanta. Y'all can have Manhattan. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have your metropolitan area. Y'all can have that. But let's people that are civilized, people that want good for our children. We still practice basic morals and principles as a family. People that don't want to be involved in all these politics and all the rest of this BS. Why don't we relocate to the country? And I'm telling you, in particular, the black race don't want to do that because we just don't want to get our hands dirty. But yet and still, we're known in the past to do that. We're known in the past. Like, we always talk. I'm going to do a video on that. We got to stop living, black people. We have to stop living in the past. We do. oh, well, you know, we used to have Tulsa, Oklahoma, you know, Black Wall Street, and you know, we were kings and queens and gods and goddesses in Africa and this and that. Past tense. Past tense. What are we, or who are we now? I can tell you, rappers, overall entertainers, basketball players, football players, singers, and we don't even own, this is crazy about it. If we were in an industry like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are in an industry like that, what I'm saying, but this is point I'm trying to make. Okay, it's cool to be an entertainer, but own your image and likeness and your words. We sell our publishing off. We sell our image and likeness. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even own. If somebody takes a picture of us, we don't even own that picture that they took of us. An image of us. And they decide they want to take that picture of us and put it on a shirt. We don't even own that. We don't even get a percentage off of that. TikTokers, black TikTokers, busy bitching and complaining, whining and crying. Oh, they're taking our dances, and TikTok is doing this, and TikTok is doing that, and you know what I'm saying? They don't want to give us anything, and this and that, so forth. Well, I'll tell you what. This is something simple. This is my word. You know something? One day y'all gonna listen to me. One day somebody's gonna goddamn listen to me. For real. One day y'all gonna stop picking on me and talking about this and talking about what I got on and my hair's raggedy and my facial hair's raggedy, my dress is dirty, even though y'all don't even know me like that. One day you all are gonna stop attacking the messenger and listen to the message. Anyway, I'm not telling black people to stop, you know, going on TikTok and doing dances and things like that. What I'm telling you is use their platform, but do this. Copyright your choreography of that dance. So therefore, if anyone does it in public and makes money off of it, you can sue them. You can take them to court. This is facts. I am not upset of what white people do to black people anymore. I'm not. The Migos did the dab. They had the intelligence. They knew they could have copyrighted the choreography of that dab and made money off of it. But instead, they said, oh, it's for the culture. Man, get the fuck out of here. No disrespect to Takeoff, may you rest in peace. But get the fuck out of here, man. We ain't going with that white supremacy shit anymore. We're not going with that racism shit anymore. You want to know why? Because we tolerate and we put up with it. If you want to do something about it, if you want to be about that life, then change the narrative in the black community or overall the black race. Stop whining. White people don't respect us because we whine too goddamn much, begging all the goddamn time. We look like idiots doing that. We do. And I'm not saying it's all about getting the respect of the white person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that at the end of the day, the way that we get is respect is when we demand it. And how we demand it is whatever we create, whether it's hip hop, whether it's a dance move, whether it's an invention like the monkey wrench, like the remote control. Like I could go on and on and on. Like the first video game console plus video cartridge. We own that. We legally get that. We go through the court system, so therefore we can own what we invent or innovate. That's the way you get your respect. That's it. This broad, bad Bobby, she got on Instagram talking about, who want to be black? Who want to be black? Listen, hold your thought on that. Hold up. I understand that she got her face contoured and all that stuff, and she looked like a black chick with the makeup. Oh, we're going to take it back. We're going to take it before that. We're going to take it back to where, to how she became famous. How she became famous, we ain't going to even touch that whole thing of she was looking like a black girl. We're going to touch how she became famous. When she was on the Phil such and such show, and she was 15, 16 years old, 14, something like that. What did she say? This was her famous slogan. This is how she became famous. She said, "Catch me outside." Black people have been saying that for eons. Before Bad Baby Barbie, whatever her name was born, women, dudes was saying that. Black people were saying that years before she was even born. So to answer your question, Bad Barbie, you want to be black. You became famous based off of what black people were saying in the black community for years. Catch me outside. Man, get out of here. But think about it. If we would have copyrighted, I don't know, I think it's copyright, a slogan like that, if I'm not mistaken. But there's different, there's different ways you can legally own something. Like if it's a toy that you invented, you get it patent. If it's words, or lyrics, or like writing a book. I know this to be a fact because I wrote 2. Well, actually 3, and I got 3 of my books copywritten. You know what I'm saying? So there's different ways you can go about it, about legally owning something, whether it's your words, whether it's a dance move, whether it's something that you invented or innovated. But just imagine if we own that "Catch Me Outside." She could never had said that on the field, whatever that shit is, show, without us getting paid. Bring it back, Langston. Bring it back. Make it relevant, Langston, because you went on a tangent. I thought you was talking about being priced out in Charlotte. All this is relevant. We got to start owning land. Owning everything we do and say. Even our pimp walk. We got to own that. Excuse me. We got to own that. And this is the reason why I push entrepreneurship to the youth. And yes, it's hard. Pause. Straight up, I'm not going to even lie. I go through my ups and downs. And I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to admit it. But at the end of the day, it pays off. Being an entrepreneur and owning your shit puts you in a position where you can't get outpriced. You can't. They can't legally take your land. But you're so caught in the hype. Well, you know what? I'm going to move to Charlotte because I heard. Or I'm going to move to Atlanta because I heard. Or I'm going to move to Memphis, Tennessee because I heard. I'm going to move to Raleigh, North Carolina because I heard. I'm going to move here because I heard. Because I'm going to move here because I heard. So then I may get some positive responses in the comment section of the video that say, yo, I have the resources. How can we work things out now? Yo, I don't have all the answers, man. I just don't. Well, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a motivator. I'm a content creator. I'm an author. I'm a chef. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a dad. Wait. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, and I can't wear but so many hats. What I'm telling you, in the most genuine, giving you the most genuine answer is we all got to come together. You can't put that burden on me. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all may say, well, let's get it popping, Langston. And then when I tell you all, man, I'm kind of clueless on how exactly we can get it popping. Like, you're going to have to bring in somebody that has the know-how. But the least thing I can do is put the seed in the ground. You're going to have other people water it and check out the dirt and see if there's a certain amount of nutrients in the dirt. Metaphorically speaking, if y'all feel me. Man, if y'all are not here with me, then y'all don't even need to be on this channel. Because I've dumbed myself down too much. Yeah, man. This is a blessing in disguise. That's how we need to look at it. Real talk. Let them have Uptown. Let them have it. What are you possibly missing in Uptown? I'll wait. Because I'm telling you, they're turning these cities into like bland ass, boring ass cities. For real. I'm dead serious, man. They turning these downtown areas into boring ass places where you gonna walk in and hear violins playing, flowers everywhere, and everybody's so-called civilized. You know what I'm saying? I want to be where black people getting down, we could dance and, have a good time and just be us. I used to be part of this cult. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm done after this. I used to be part of this cult. Y'all know my story. For those that don't, I used to be part of this black cult called the Nubian Nation, right? If you don't know any of that, go to my playlist and I have Confessions of Ex-Nubians Part 1 through 25, and I give you the whole spill on that, right? So I used to be part of this cult. We used to have land in Edenton, Georgia, about 430 acres of land. This man, Dr. York, that was a cult member, Dr. Malachi York to be exact. He got millions of other names, you know what I'm saying? But I run out of time, trying to tell y'all all about all his names, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he had this land. There's over 430 acres of land. It was a lake on the land too. We had managed, and I say we because the cult members that actually built the land, you know what I'm saying? So we had managed to build 2 pyramids. Now they weren't like, pyramids in Giza, in Egypt and stuff like that. That wasn't none of that, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't made out of limestone, it was made out of wood, you know what I'm saying? So we had 2 pyramids, a whole bunch of stuff, man. I got pictures of it, you know what I'm saying? I've been to the land several times, and every year, you know what I'm saying, we used to build something better and bigger and better and better, bigger and better. We only had because they tore it down and all that stuff, because I don't want to get into it, but you go to the playlist and you Confession of an Ex-Nubian, you'll hear the whole spill, right? Because the man is doing, Dr. York, he's doing 135 years in jail because of, touching little people. All right. So anyway, we managed, before they tore it down, we managed to build 19 acres. We managed to take up 19 acres of land. There actually were people that were living there, right? The plan was to build a church, a mosque. I mean, just deck it out. You know what I'm saying? Where people could actually live there and we can govern our own selves. Matter of fact, we had a constitution. There was money printed up. And I know some of you all are going to be like, well, that's illegal. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not illegal to print up your own money. Real talk. We had a constitution. We had passports. You know what I'm saying? In order to get, like, they had pylons. You know what I'm saying? Before you even drove into the land, there was a security guy at the pylon, or rather the security booth, to let you in or not. Straight up. But let me say this. Every year we went down there for Savior's Day. This is Savior's Day. It was a Savior's Day week. It was a celebration. You know what I'm saying? June 26th was Dr. Malachi York's birthday. So, it was, Savior's Day. We looked at him as being a savior. This is the point I'm getting to you. When I tell you, when I used to go down to that land and see all those beautiful black people, it was not only, the majority were black people. Don't get it twisted. But there were Koreans there. The Buddhist monks went down there one year. I'm not making none of this shit up. There were white people. There were some of everybody that were members, as well as they just wanted to come down and see it because it was a sight to see. Man, every year I went down there, this is my word, I had so much fun. They would play all over the land. They would play like calypso, reggae, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm a piano and Afro beat wasn't out like right then and there, you know what I'm saying? They would play, what's that? The Latina stuff. I forgot what's the name of that? That reggae mixed in with Latino music. I forgot the name. They would have so many different music and it would be people dancing and kids running back and forth. It was so beautiful. So cultural, and it was just amazing, you know. And them they would have this beating of the drum ceremony where they would beat drums 24 hours, 7 days a week. But you know, the men would take breaks, and then another man would come up and beating the drums, and then in between that they would have like artists perform. De La Soul was down there one time. Plug One. Let me be specific. Plug One from De La Soul was down there. Music Soul Child down there. NDRE. Yo, it was fucking amazing. My point in making is stop believing in the hype. Build your own. Straight up. Build your own. And I'm not, this is not a racist thing. I'm not saying that white people or other races can't live. As long as they follow the rules, and the number one rule is love. Love and respect. Love and respect. If you have love for your neighbor and respect for your neighbor, you can live here. Why do we keep on falling for this BS, man? I guess to say, well, you know, I live in Atlanta. Straight up. When I was living in Atlanta, that's the only thing I could do. The only thing that I could brag about. Yeah, you know, I live in Atlanta. Oh, really? Fuck out of here. Straight up. Yo, we need to change things up. Because sooner than later, you're going to get outpriced. Or priced out, however way you want to put it. Sooner than later, rent is going to be $10,000 a month. Straight up. Based on the economy and inflation and all the rest of the stuff that's going on in America, man, I can only imagine. I can only imagine, man. No lie. One day you walk in the grocery store and bread is $5, and then you leave and you come back and it's $10. Who would ever thought, you know, years ago that gas prices would be $5? Well, it was. And that was just a test to see if they can get away with it. And they did. They got away with it. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.